Hey everyone, Zero Shady here with the XBLA Fans Channel. I'm here to give you a quick taste of Element Space, a very much a XCOM-like turn-based strategy game, with the story being that the universe or system has been at war for a long time. Finally, it's come to peace, and they are kind of like deconstructing this super space ship that was like a super weapon. And then, of course, there's supposed to be peace talks later on. And, of course, there is some shady organization who wants to stop that for various reasons. Just so you all know, I'm actually incredibly early into this game. I'm only about an hour and a half in. That's mostly because this game is painfully slow in the combat and in the storytelling. The story is pretty decent, like I said before. So far, sadly, I haven't encountered any aliens. It's only humans, and then this kind of AI robot on the side here who used to work for this organization called Tempest, who then has now defected to me for some reason. Yes, usually I try to get farther into games. However, this one is so slow, and the missions feel like they're so drawn out that I feel that kind of affects the overall mood and my want to play this game kind of thing. But as you can see here, this is a ship that we've kind of taken over for. We were framed for the attempted sabotage of this super ship as it was being sort of decommissioned and turned into a sort of like peace hall kind of thing. So now we kind of have to prove our innocence and figure out what exactly is going on. This is my character here, Captain. As you can see, I got skills and all that kind of stuff. I have 3 skill points in the bottom right there. I can't use them for some reason. I don't know if maybe I just need more than 3, or maybe I already have these abilities. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's at tier 2 I can unlock them. I don't know. And then of course this is Zero, the kind of AI here, who is more of this kind of framed in the more tanky and the ability to kind of disable shields and all that kind of stuff. And of course you have your various characters, how you stand with them, if they're friendly, they're trusting, they're loyal. You got the different factions that I'm sure later on will play into that. I haven't really encountered them, but then again, like I feel that this is a pretty competent XCOM-like game. The issue is that how slow it is literally driving me insane inside and ruining the experience. And of course, you have your ideology with speech choices that you make throughout the game, a la Mass Effect, that supposedly will change stuff later on. But I was in the middle of a mission earlier, and it got to a point where it's just like, I'm just going to go make the video now because this is going so slow that I don't think we're going to get anywhere kind of interesting. So we're going to launch here. I've already picked my team, and we're going to go. And of course, the worst part about this is that this game has cutscenes that you cannot skip. You are able to restart missions or reload checkpoints, but if there's a cutscene, you have to watch that entire cutscene. Like, you cannot skip it at all. And some of them get kind of a little bit longer for a game like this. And it just kind of just runs on and on. I'm actually where I left off, I was at a mission that I had to kill everyone within 10 turns because they were trying to poison a whole bunch of people. But I'm sure it's going to maybe pick up from where that is. No, it's going to pick up where this cutscene is, so you can kind of see how long it is. And like I said, I literally can't skip this. And I feel like that is a pretty big factor in this. Also, there's some janky animations. One of the cutscenes, someone went to scan something and actually did a 180, and their back was to it as they inspected the thing.
We have your son. If you want him to live, stay away from this setting. Will rise.
So this place looks like they're having their own issues that we kind of help with.
They've been a threat for years.
There is a lot of talking. The voice acting's so we're gonna actually skip all this and just go straight to let's do what can we do?
I've discovered that
Spoilers, I'm pretty sure that the next character I pick up is this lady over here on the right.
Well, that sounds promising. We'll follow your...
She's a hand-to-hand fighter, which is kind of neat because when you get into hand-to-hand close combat range with someone, I believe if they try to disengage, you get free hits on them. Or if they are a person who is not good at hand-to-hand, they get beaten. All right, let's go. Also, this right analog stick camera is terrible. We're going to get over here. It goes way too fast, and it just feels terrible. The combat is fine. It's just very, like I said before, slow.
Well, that didn't take long.
Don't worry. Leave them to me.
Mm-hmm.
Standing out of cover. They clearly never
faced a sensei before.
I wish this game had aliens. Maybe it does have aliens. I don't know. All right, here's my interface. Bottom left side, you can see my characters. Those little circles represent their actions. They can move, double move, or they can double move, move, and then perform another action, which is usually murder. And of course, we have our classic Overwatch. But for now, we're going to do what the game wants us to do, and we're going to slam this person off of the edge. So if there's water, you can actually knock people into it, which is pretty neat. This character, robot lady kind of thing, has the ability to kind of, like, if I want to, I'm gonna bring you out of there. So that, like, if the enemy is using Overwatch, that will disrupt that Overwatch. And then what we're gonna do is actually see if we can't yank you over to me. And now you're much closer to me, and now you're melee locked. And now I'm gonna beat you up. And of course, if she had a turn, she could do melee stuff, but we don't. So he tried to disengage and got smacked in the head. And they're gonna smoke bomb us. The smoke bomb is in that radius. So if I just run that lady over there, she'll murder him. Watch this. And wall. Excellent. So we're going to go to the next battle. This is the end of the results. Seems to have absolutely no bearing in the game at all. It just kind of tells you how many turns you take, how many people went down, and how you kind of, like how you did in the game. If I sound kind of disheartened, I love XCOM-like games. I played the heck out of the first XCOM release on like current gen systems. I beat it. I played a ton of the second one until I encountered a game-breaking bug, and I've played my collection of like indie ones that have been fun. This one is just so slow. The stuff with like being able to knock people into water is neat, but like the weird little glitches once in a while aren't even that bad. It's just how slow and how much dialogue in this game is literally murdering my enjoyment of it. I mean, I think we're about 6 or 7 minutes in, and 90% of this has been dialogues and cutscenes. And that's how it's been since I kind of started. I actually think there were more... No. There may have been a little bit more gameplay than just dialogue in the first section. So let's see. So we're going to send you out over here. I'm going to punch you in the head. I think it is neat that they have animations for that. That is pretty cool if you ask me. We're going to send you over here. Hopefully we should be able to get a shot off on you. No, we won't be able to. Can we shoot you? We'll just do some environmental damage over to you. One of the perks for the this robot here, Zero here, is actually you are able to... Ooh. And there's weird, like, performance hitches once in a while, but you're able to recover health at the end of battle. So you're essentially going into battle with health every time. But so far it's been cutscene, battle, cutscene, battle, cutscene, battle. It's kind of how it's going. We're gonna keep going for a bit. So after this, there's another battle, and then a small cutscene, and then there's that one battle where I had to like do something within a certain amount of turns, and at that point it just kept spawning. Like I had 2 enemies, I killed them, it spawned in a whole bunch of more 4 more enemies, and I just kind of sighed and was like, I'm just gonna kind of back out and go to the ship now and see what I can do. And from what I heard, that continues for a while. Like it gets kind of worse with how it's kind of drawn out. Apparently also, from what I understand, there's actually 3 difficulty levels. I'm on the normal one, and even the other ones are still kind of rough. So the difficulty scaling does not sound too good, which is a pity. So we're going to go punch someone. Oh, this is the punchy punch. Yep. I could murder you, or I could attempt to shoot through you. I don't really care, so we're just going to keep on trucking along. And then we're going to kind of go around the corner. It'll be fine. I mean, this game started out strong. It had the, like, very much a Mass Effect vibe of, like, this big old council is being formed because, like, hey, there's been so much war. We need to, like, get along. And then it kind of went cliched with, like, hey, there's this shady organization. And then the big old boss battle happened. And then I was like, this is okay still. And then it just started to kind of drag its feet. You also can't skip enemies' turns or their shooting animations. Animations. I can speak. I like that everyone's going into Overwatch for absolutely no reason. Can I pop you from over here? I can't see because the camera won't zoom out enough. So no chance of hit. But if I do this... Oh, I can't actually do that. So we are Overwatch to hell. So we're going to kind of trying to scoot up. Whatever. Oh, wow. I took a lot of damage there. Again, little performance hitches that are just really weird. And I missed. But yeah, you get the idea. It's going to be this as I slowly take out enemies and all that kind of fun stuff. I am Zero JD. This is the XBLA fan channel. This was Element Space. I couldn't recommend it. There's a whole bunch of better games like this. XCOM in particular, still really good. I understand that they patched the heck out of the second one. And of course, there are other games, indie games that are done the same way as this, but done a lot better. If you have any questions, ask down in the comments below. Thank you. Goodbye.